Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing more than just reading a recipe. We are going on a culinary quest to truly master Ghorme Sabzi, what many consider the undisputed king of Persian stews. So let's jump right in. We're going to see how a huge pile of fresh herbs, some tender meat, and a couple of key secret ingredients all come together to create a dish that is just famous for its deep, complex, and, well, unforgettable flavor. So, why all the hype? Why is this dish basically considered royalty? Well, it's because Ghorme Sabzi is way more than just a meal. It's a masterpiece of patience, it's a symphony of flavors, and for so many people, it is the absolute culinary heart of Persian culture. Okay, any good quest needs its heroes, right? So let's get to it. It's time to assemble our Ghorme Sabzi army. These are the essential ingredients that are going to lead us to victory. Here's our lineup. The heart of the dish is about 1 kilogram of good quality beef or lamb. Its backup? Red kidney beans, and you'll want to soak those beforehand. Trust me, it helps them cook evenly. Then you've got 1 or 2 large onions and those all-important dried limes. But really, the true soul of this dish, that's in the herbs.
And here it is. This is the secret to the stew's soul. We're talking a massive amount of parsley, leeks, and cilantro, but it's all balanced by just a tiny bit of fenugreek. Now, be really careful with the fenugreek. If you add too much, the whole stew can turn bitter. It's this exact blend, though, that creates that signature, absolutely intoxicating aroma.
All right, let's get into our first critical stage, building the foundation of flavor and aroma. This is where the magic really starts to happen, and you got to do it step by patient step. So, we start by building this incredibly fragrant base. You get your onions in the pot, saute them until they're soft and golden, and then you add the turmeric right into the oil. This helps it bloom and release all its earthy flavor. After that, in goes the meat. You want to sear it on all sides to get a nice rich crust and lock in all that moisture before you season it. Okay, listen up, because this is the step. This, right here, is the secret that separates a good Ghorme Sabzi from a truly great one. You have to patiently fry that mountain of chopped herbs. You cook them down, let all their water evaporate until they become this deep, dark, incredibly fragrant paste. Seriously, this step is completely non-negotiable if you want that authentic, rich flavor. So, with our foundation built and our herbs perfectly fried, we now enter what is the true test of patience, the long, slow simmer. This is where all those individual flavors we've so carefully built get to know each other and just meld into one glorious whole. You can see right here how thyme literally becomes one of your most important ingredients. You combine the seared meat, those dark-fried herbs, the soaked beans, you cover all of it with boiling water, and then you just let it go. Low heat for at least 2.5 hours. Patience here is absolutely everything. All right, the stew's been simmering for a while. Your kitchen probably smells incredible right now. But it's time for the master stroke, that secret ingredient that takes the stew from just rich and savory to something that is truly sublime and complex. This is the moment that defines the entire stew. You take these dried limes, you poke a few holes in them with a fork that helps them release their flavor, and you just drop them into the pot during the last hour of cooking. They will slowly infuse everything with this unique, earthy, sour tang that just cuts right through all that richness. It creates the perfect balance. Okay, we have reached the final stage of our quest. We've been patient, we've followed all the steps, and now we are looking for the ultimate reward, that unmistakable sign that tells us our stew is absolutely perfected. The visual cue you are looking for is called Rohan Antan, and it basically means the stew has released its oil. You will actually see it happen. A beautiful, dark, fragrant sheen of oil will separate and rise right to the surface. That is the ultimate sign of a perfectly simmered stew. Hey, don't just take my word for it. As the source material says, you have to allow the stew to settle and release its oil. When you see that glistening surface, you know you've done it. Your quest is complete. You've achieved perfection. So the secret is out. Ghorme Sabzi isn't just about a list of ingredients. It's a process. It's about the patience you give to frying those herbs, the time you allow for that long simmer, and that final tangy kiss of the dried lime. You now have the knowledge. The only question left is, what will your perfect Ghorme Sabzi taste like?